treasure hunt for adults. You don't always find an adult at the end of the hunt, in a pirate box, in a cave. But in Belgium there's a new, electronic way to make jogging and keeping your mental acuities a little bit more fun. Or interesting, at the very least. Lots of people given clues, and the vaguest of maps. Over 100 electronic tags pegged into various spots around the city. A lot of them crisscrossing through parks. You set off, running, jogging, pace yourself, and you're tracked, ticking them off one by one, in sequence. Some have got fluorescent sort of kite markers, some have been blown away. Yes, a local sport, but you can now test your mental acuity and fitness internationally. It's only just over the channel. You might spend longer going through British customs than actually doing the event, especially on a bank holiday weekend, or when schools have just finished. A real mix of ages, from old to young, but it's taken seriously. An individual pride rather than a family sport. But in northwest Belgium, they seem to like getting up early in the morning for this. We all love an early morning to get to training or an event, don't we? But if you've got to go overnight because of the border, it puts you at a bit of a competitive disadvantage. Oh, I'd sound like someone carping on about injury because of a niggle that most of us put up with every day. But perhaps shouldn't. We should all take our health more seriously. There's also a town cycling club, you would think, that go round early in the morning in Ghent and Bruges. Now, this is a bit strange because cycling is just a form of transport here. It's not really a sport. The little club that you see cycling around early in the morning isn't so much of a club, more of a tour, perhaps. Looks like a load of tourists that have gone up really early in the morning to see the city when it's quiet before everyone goes to work. Yes, rather improbable. So who are these people that aren't really very good at cycling, a lot of them? At least one of them is. They don't look healthy like most people that cycle for utility reasons. They're not the best quality bikes, but they have something of an air of second-hand hire about them. There's no Christiania-type bikes amongst them, cargo bikes or long-tail bikes where you can fit a couple of pillions on the back. If you're a tourist and you've volunteered and paid to have a tour of the city by bike, you probably know that you can cycle, and many of them might have only just been learning to ride a bike in their 30s and 40s. It almost seems like a dating club, and it's designed to get the heartbeat pumping a little faster while you breathlessly chat while moving forward. The clothing isn't really appropriate, and some of the tail-enders of the tour are not so happy about being there, it appears. The ones at the front end, the least worst cyclists, seem content enough. It's important enough in Belgium that everyone needs to learn how to ride a bike, whatever you are. It's like reading, writing and arithmetic and riding. Getting around almost like a step after learning to walk. American cities, why can't they have volunteers to help the underprivileged learn how to ride a bike and get around? It's even more necessary there. The heart beating faster and the self-respect of having that extra skill. That's so practicable. Basic skills that will help you in life. But are bicycles in America really that practical? How long do they last chained up to something? Belgium, Netherlands and Denmark, you hardly need to chain your bike to anything. You just chain it up and disable the wheel. There are people that see bicycles as something similar to city bikes. They don't really belong to anyone. You just need to put them back where you found them. And everyone's okay with a little bit of borrowing. I had to ask when we encountered the unlikely cycle tour a second time circling around the city. It's not a dating club where people at the back are a little bit disappointed with the selection that's turned up on the day for them to choose between who they might take a chance with. But not a bad idea for a dating club event. It's the Belgian version of community service. Petty crimes, possession of small quantities of drugs. You get the opportunity to get healthy, and see something, expand your horizons, and you're sort of paying a debt to society in a way. It's harder work than litter picking, more rewarding and less degrading. It does more for your self-esteem to be cycling around a city than being on display on the side of a road during rush hour in your high-vis saying, "Look at me, I've done something wrong. Watch out if you see me again." Cycling community service clubs. For small offences, keeping parolees out of jail.
Bonsoir, je suis hyper contente d'être là. Je dois vous dire que je suis un petit peu intimidée. C'est mon premier Montreux. J'ai vraiment attendu ce moment. Puis avec tout ce qu'on a vécu, je me disais ça va être tellement joyeux de retrouver les collègues, la scène, le public. Et là, j'avoue maintenant qu'on peut, la flemme, putain. Oh, la putain de flemme. Après, je dois avouer que ces dernières années, j'ai été un petit peu occupée puisque depuis peu de temps, je suis maman.